Sid, is it interesting the way the schedule falls? If you get the Red Wings again in this situation, looking for a playoff clinch?
Yeah, I mean, they're important points, and the fact that we already played them, I think, you know, it's good for both teams as far as knowing what to expect. And we've got to go out there and find a way to get a win.
So you mind if I throw one league-wide thing at you here? Tampa's going for the wins record. They could potentially tie it. I'm just curious what you've seen from them throughout the year that makes them as special as they are to maybe get a mark that historic. I mean, you've seen some really good teams as an opponent over the course of your time, but this one is going to be elite potentially when it comes to the total wins.
Yeah, I mean, I think you know, from I think every facet of their game, from their goalie out, you know, they've got depth in every area. They've had consistency all throughout the year. They've got some guys who've had some incredible years individually. So you know, you combine all that and you put yourself in a position to do something like they've done so far.
It's a long time when it comes to hockey, but you probably aren't old enough to remember that Detroit team, even though you're a big Yzerman guy, right? Or do you remember that team at all?
What year was it?
It was 95, 96, so you were just a kid.
Yeah.
But you could, like the Red Wings in general, you remember, right?
Yeah, obviously. I mean, you know, their lineup was pretty stacked, and you know, I think you look at Tampa, and like I said, the years that a lot of those guys are having, you know, very very similar in that way, and yeah, they've just cruised the whole year.
Sid, how important would it be, or how much of a lift would you guys get if some of these injured guys could get back here in the next game or two before the possible postseason?
Yeah, it'd be huge. I mean, you always get a boost when guys get back in the lineup, and you know, especially this time of year, games are so important, and it'd be huge to get them back.
And some of the guys that are out are critical on special teams and just 5-on-5. I mean,
yeah, I mean every area. I think when you look at it, so I mean, it doesn't matter how this time of year, whether it's you're going to win games, you know, different ways, but however we got to do it, we got to find a way.
So you don't have a goal and you can set up teammates and defense and all this. When the puck isn't going in the back of the net for whatever reason, does that get easier ever? Like, is there ever any way to be able to be satisfied with the other stuff when it's not?
I don't know. I think you try to evaluate your game, you know, as a whole, and but that's part of it. So I think, you know, part of my job is to put the puck in the net. So I've got to find a way to do that, and you know, I don't know. I don't think that I'm okay with it, but I also know there's other parts I need to be good at if it's not going in. So I wouldn't say I accept it, but I think you know, I try to go out there and get one every night. And, you know, I think you know, sometimes it goes in, you know, easier than others, but I think this time of year you want to find ways to score.
One thing I was looking at over the past 10, the number of shots that you've attempted versus gotten through, that percentage is a little bit below what you've done in your career. Is that just been more of a challenge lately, like getting shots on goal, they've been blocked as stuff happened, or is it just too small to sort of ascertain?
Yeah, I haven't looked at it that closely. I mean, usually I have a pretty good feel for getting chances, or there's been some games where the chances have been there and other games where there hasn't been time. So, you know, I think, you know, as far as the power play too, maybe